This scholarship covers full tuition, your living allowances, which is about 1,000 euros per month. I think it has been increased right now, I'm not certain. And then it covers like your travel and your installation cost. So anytime like you're moving countries, of course they're going to give you money for you to settle into that country. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time you are seeing my face on your screen, my name is Nsong. I share content on school application abroad, especially as it concerns France. I do vlog and share the useful content. So if these are the kind of things that you might be interested in, or you just like to have knowledge about them, I invite you to join the community by subscribing and clicking on your notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my future videos. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you funding opportunities that you can have access to in France. Okay, some of the funding opportunities actually concern specific countries, while others are specific to the schools and others are open to everybody. So please, I advise you to do watch this video to the end, because you don't know which of them you will be eligible to that you can apply for. Thank you. So the first one I'm going to be looking at is actually the Eiffel Excellence Scholarship by French Ministry for Europe and Foreign Affairs. So this scholarship is actually for masters and PhD, monthly allowance ranging from 1,180 for masters to 1,500 for PhD. I've actually made a full comprehensive video on this particular scholarship, this Eiffel scholarship, before, so I advise you to take a look at the different videos in my channel and apply for this scholarship. So this scholarship is actually for French universities. Of course, most of the funding opportunities I'm going to be sharing is actually for France. Okay, just to point that out if I never mentioned it at the beginning. The second scholarship I'd like to mention is actually the IDEX scholarship. So this scholarship is actually specific to mostly engineering schools. Actually, for example, the engineering school I went to, they actually offer the scholarship, and most of the times is when you're applying, that's when you get to find out the scholarship. So I advise you as an additional information, anytime you're applying to a particular school and they ask you, would you like to be considered for a scholarship, always tick that box, even though you know you might be very rich or whatever, because you don't really know how it's going to turn out. So I advise you to always tick it if you want to be considered for a funding or a scholarship opportunity. So that's an example of the scholarship. So you don't need to apply it separately, you just need to tick that box, and using your personal statement that you are using for the school admission and everything, that's the basis that you'll be selected, and as well as your CGPA, that's what will be taken into consideration to be chosen for this scholarship. The next scholarship I'm going to be talking about is actually the French Embassy Scholarship for Nigerian students. I assume that this scholarship as well is going to be for other countries, so just check the French Embassy Scholarship in your own country to find out about it. So this scholarship is actually for masters, especially management, environment and STEM related areas. Then your funding covers a round trip, health insurance, partial living cost, housing allowance, and it mentions a not tuition. Another thing I want to add is that all the scholarships I'm going to mention in here, I'm going to add the links to the description, so for you to go and verify the information to know where I got my sources from. I advise you to check the description and find the links that are going to lead you to this particular scholarship so you can get more information about them. And this scholarship, this French Embassy Scholarship, based on the information I have here, you find it on Campus France website. So check the Campus France website on your country, in your country, and it's actually typically around July. That's when the scholarship deadline is. The next scholarship we are going to be looking at is actually the Sciences Po Émile-Boutmy scholarship. So it's actually for bachelors and masters, ranging from 3,000 euros to 12,200 euros per year, international students from non-EU countries. And then you apply through the Sciences Po application. So Sciences Po is actually a school year in France. So like I said, I'm going to put the links there. So as you're applying for the school or for this particular school, some of the courses in that school is going to make you eligible to apply for this scholarship. The next scholarship we are going to be looking at is actually the Université Paris-Saclay International Master's Scholarship, and this scholarship is actually for master's level, and the funding is from 10,000 euros per year plus 1,000 euros for your travel and visa expenses. And then eligibility, all international students that are enrolled in selected programs. And of course, the application is actually through university, through the university admission. So it's the same thing as the one I mentioned previously. While you're applying to the particular program, you check it out. Sometimes they could have a parallel application, or you just have to fill out some form and then you submit to this particular one. I think I've also made a video on this particular scholarship as well. I advise you to actually check my channel on where I made, I think it was like on 5 scholarships, and I went deeper looking at the website on the scholarship. So I advise you to scan through my videos and you find out a more comprehensive video on the scholarship. The next scholarship here is actually the scholarship offered by École Normale Supérieure international selection. It's actually also as well for master's level study at this particular school, and then you have funding of 1,000 per month for 2 to 3 years. That's like, I assume that's like a monthly stipend that you'll be giving, and it's highly competitive just like the rest of the scholarships, and for top performing students only. So I'll still drop the link in the description for you to take a look at it. And then the next scholarship here is actually the Erasmus Plus Joint Master's Degree. So I guess that if you're watching this video, this is not a new scholarship for you. So this scholarship basically allows you, sponsors you to study in, for example, in France, but in other European countries. Most of the time, it's always like a minimum of 2, 3 to 4 countries that you can study. So for example, you can get to study like your first semester in France, your second university in Italy, your third university in Spain. You're just free. You have the possibility of studying in like different European countries. Of course, it's competitive as well, but this scholarship covers full tuition, your living allowances, which is about 1,000 euros per month. I think it has been increased right now, I'm not certain. And then it covers like your travel and your installation cost. So anytime like you're moving countries, of course they're going to give you money for you to settle into that country. This particular scholarship is open to all nationalities, and then I'm going to put the website so you check out the courses that are available, check out the different timelines, because some of the programs, they have like different timelines. You just have all the information that you need to know how to apply for this scholarship. And this other scholarship I'm going to be mentioning is actually specific to Nigerians. So for the Nigerians, you have like the Petroleum Technology Development Fund Overseas Scholarship, PTDF. PTDF scholarship covers MSc and PhD levels, and this particular one I've actually made like lots of videos on it. I've even invited someone that got the scholarship to speak about it, share with us the procedure, how it's ranked and everything. So please advise you to check my channel for this particular video, and it covers areas in engineering, geosciences, environmental, I think that's still management courses as well. The main thing is that you should be able to point how your program is going to be relevant in the oil industry or in the petroleum industry. And of course, it's fully funded, your tuition, your flights, your living expenses, insurance, etc. Then the next scholarship I'm going to be looking at is the NNPC-TotalEnergies Scholarship, and that's actually the one I benefited from. So without this scholarship, maybe I wouldn't have been here today. So I actually benefited from this scholarship back in 2021, and this scholarship covers MSc. No, it doesn't cover PhD, it's only for MSc, and then it's fully funded, everything is inclusive for you. And then people that are eligible are, most courses are always in the engineering, the social sciences as well, like people that are going for business schools, for example, it covers that. So I'm going to as well add the link in the description, and of course I've made a lot of videos on this, sharing my experiences and just how the process is being done. So I advise you to check my channel and find the videos on that. And the next scholarship that I have is actually the Campus Bourses Scholarship. That's the Campus France Scholarship anyways. So I advise you honestly right now that you should just check if you're affected by Campus France in your country. Just go on their site and check out the different funding opportunities that are available. I've come across persons that came to study in France through Campus France, getting one of the Campus France scholarships. Honestly, I don't really know how it is, like the different procedure. So I really advise you to take out time and go on their website to really find out their scholarships and the procedure, and even take a step further, maybe to meet someone that have actually gotten a scholarship before, so the person can guide you on what to do and how to get the scholarship. So that's my advice to you. So if you have watched this video up to this point, Thank you so much. Thanks for your patience. I really appreciate it. I hope that this video was useful. It's going to help you in seeing the different options you can get for funding. Just to add a little extra, sometimes in France you can have schools that offer you school fees reduction. It's not something that is so assured because it's not like any main procedure that you have to follow before you arrive. It's something that you will find out if you come. So I'm not going to advise you to bank on that because you don't know if you'll be eligible, you don't know the policies that might change and so on. But just know there are schools that actually have these, that it's possible that you come and then you have financial constraints and you're not able to complete. Mostly they're always in the public schools, not private schools. The private schools, sometimes what they could do is that maybe depending on your grade, how excellent you are doing your studies, and when you apply they could give you like some reduction. For example, they say, okay, they're going to waive 2,000 euros for you or 5,000 euros depending, but this is at the discretion of the school. So these are other ways that you can get some funding opportunities to study in France. If you know other funding opportunities, please don't hesitate to add it in the comment section so that other persons can benefit from it. And lastly, do like this video, comment, share it to others that might benefit from it, and of course do subscribe to the channel. See you in my next video. Bye.